You buy a coffee and it feels like nothing. You buy new shoes and it feels like nothing. You upgrade your phone and it feels like nothing. Then payday comes and goes, and somehow the money is already gone and you cannot explain where it went. This is what one bad money habit does. It does not announce itself. It does not feel dangerous. It hides inside small, ordinary decisions that seem harmless one at a time. Think about the first time you got a raise or a better paying job. For a moment, everything felt easier. You could finally breathe. So you upgraded a few things: a nicer apartment, a better car, eating out more often because you had earned it. None of these choices felt reckless. Each one felt fair, even responsible, because you finally had the money for it. But here's the thing. Your spending quietly rose to match your income, which means the extra money never actually became extra. It just became your new normal. This is called lifestyle creep, and it is one of the sneakiest financial habits there is, because it never feels like a mistake while it is happening. The danger is not the coffee or the shoes or the upgraded apartment by themselves. The danger is the pattern underneath them. Once your spending expands, it rarely contracts again, so the next raise disappears the same way the last one did, which is exactly why so many people earn more every year and still feel stuck in the same place financially. And that's exactly why two people can make the same salary and end up in completely different situations 5 years later. One person automatically saves and invests before they spend, so their lifestyle grows slower than their income. The other person spends first and saves whatever happens to be left over, which is usually nothing because there's always something that feels necessary in the moment. This single habit, spending before saving instead of saving before spending, is often the real difference between people who build wealth and people who stay stuck, regardless of how much they earn. But here's the deeper problem. This habit doesn't just cost you money, it costs you time. Because of how compound interest works, money that gets invested early has decades to grow. Money that gets spent early is gone forever, along with everything it could have become. So the actual price of a habit like this is not just the dollar amount you spent, it's the version of your future net worth that never gets to exist. Which is why the small purchase that seems harmless today is rarely the real threat. The real threat is the identity behind it, the quiet belief that you deserve to enjoy your money now and that saving can start later, once things feel more stable, once you earn a little more, once life slows down. But life rarely slows down on its own, and later has a way of quietly becoming never. Breaking this pattern does not require extreme discipline or giving up everything you enjoy. It requires one small structural change: automating your savings and investments the moment your paycheck arrives, before your spending has a chance to expand around it. When saving happens automatically, you stop relying on willpower, and willpower is exactly the thing lifestyle creep is designed to slip past. Because of this shift, your lifestyle can still grow, your income can still rise, you can still enjoy the things that matter to you. The only difference is that your future gets paid first, instead of getting whatever is left over. And that's really what separates people who feel financially stuck from people who feel financially free. It's rarely about how much they earn. It's about which version of themselves gets access to the money first, their future or their present moment. The people who build real wealth are not the ones who never enjoy their money. They're the ones who quietly decided, at some point, that their future self deserved a seat at the table before anyone else did.